So on the topic of courage, we talk about the different types of courage and stuff like that. And specifically, where did you find the courage? This is probably not, like I said, you didn't grow up thinking this is what I'm going to do, but you came in and you've taken control of, the business and starting a new business, everything like that. That could be scary for some people. Where did you find the courage to decide not to work for someone else, to kind of start your own biz? How'd you do that?
Great question. I'm going to give you two answers. I'm going to give you the logical one. To me, it's more risky to work for someone than it is to work for yourself. That's where I started. Because if I work for someone else and they don't want to keep me on payroll, I'm kind of SOL.
Yeah.
So I'm really at more risk. I'd have a hard time firing myself. That was number one. That was the logical. Ooh, that's what got me in the deep water. From there, though, what's the alternative? This is going to sound ridiculous. One of two things are going to happen. I'm either going to figure it out, or we're going to figure it out, or I'm going to die. In which case, it doesn't matter anyway. So, worst case scenario, I'm still breathing. I'm still here. Financial bankruptcy, there's a lot of stuff. If I sit back and really look at what could go wrong, it's way, way scary. But I'd have to go a long way away from center. Focusing on what you want, that's where I find the courage. And it's dude, just take the next step. You don't have to have the whole thing planned out.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Life is, who knows how long it is.
Yeah.
And I just don't want to squander anything. I really genuinely feel called to provide a platform for other people. I love coaching people.
Nice.
But my job is I have 40 employees that work for me, and they all have, a large majority of them have families. If I look at that, in theory, I guess I could have, 100 plus people depending on me to keep my doors open. Well, that could be really freaking scary.
Absolutely.
But I stepped into it. I can figure it out. We can figure it out. Yeah. And if people know, you asked me, I guess going back, you asked me what my people would say for me as being a leader. I'm going to cover your back. There is no shadow of a doubt.
Nice.
In exchange for that, I expect the same type of coverage. And there's without a shadow of a doubt, we will figure it out. I've been through 2008. I had freaking shingles, skipped 3 paychecks with our firstborn child, was 1 month away from legitimately not paying the mortgage, just so that we could pay our tailors to keep them on staff.
Wow.
Well, that's scary. I just dumped what I consider a reasonable chunk of my personal cash back in our business to go grow. Well, people are like, why do you do that? That's not scary to me.
Right.
Me managing my schedule is more scary than me doing $1 million deal. No kidding. I have anxiety about managing my schedule. I'd rather do $1 million deal than try to figure that out.